future filmmakers, if you are watching this, if you can hear this, please make sure you preserve this precious roll of film, uh, because movies deserve to last forever. Lost Forever, the art of film presentation, directed by Paul Marino and Kirk Norton, and is the 2013 documentary, which was uploaded on YouTube in December 2013, and this review was most kindly requested months ago by Reese, a long-time subscriber of mine indeed. So, buddy, this review is all for you. I hope you enjoy hearing my honest thoughts on this influential documentary. So, Lost Forever, the art of film preservation is a documentary that delves into not just the earliest history of filmmaking and not just the origin of film, but more importantly how studios did a bad job at preserving silent movies, and the majority of American films that were made in the 1920s up until the 1950s, how 90% of them at a point were lost, and now how over the years the film industry and studios have realized this and have worked on new and better ways to preserve film. And this documentary was similar to a commercial on the DVD I saw of Deathly Hallows Part 1 back in 2011 about Martin Scorsese and Clint Eastwood encouraging us to support the Film Foundation and restore old films to life. And this documentary is similar to that, but and I have to say this is without a doubt the strongest documentary of 2013, and one of the most important documentaries I've ever seen in my entire life period. I mean, it is utterly fabulous and thought-provoking, educational, and it's a go-to documentary to show in history class at schools at any aspiring filmmakers, and anybody doing a filmmaking course should watch this, as it shows how film was invented in 1886, and then and before, of course, dialogue and sound effects were added to film. They were silent, particularly in like the Charlie Chaplin era, which were films of comedy skits. But sadly, MGM as a studio, well, they preserved their roll of film in concrete walls and no air conditioning back then. Roll of films would overheat and deteriorate, and it could get to over 100 degrees in the storage rooms during summer. Luckily after that, so they realized to keep roll of film preserved in a far colder storage rooms is the way forward. And they even saw that scratching roll of film does make the quality so much worse. So to quote Cusco in Emperor's New Groove, no touching. And plus the first rolls of film were highly flammable, and once they caught fire they couldn't be put out. So it was all these complications that they needed to figure out. And the United States made more movies in the 20th century than all the other countries in the world are combined. So the fact that, well, a shocking number were lost. Like how some classic Doctor Who stories are missing and need restoration. It's Yeah, that is devastating. Because studios at that time didn't see the films they'd made as works of art, but luckily now film does get the respect it deserves as the art form of the 20th century. And this documentary is not even as long as others, so it will never feel tedious while watching it. It's just 30 minutes. And if you are like a uh, uh, encyclopedia on filmmaking, if that's where your interests lie, then you will be glued to this documentary, quite literally, and uh, and plus the music that they use, especially in the end credits, it's so triumphant and the sounds are so cinematic, like a sweeping epic, a classic movie score. So the documentary does have its strong emotional beats, and each of the historians and people who are uh, uh, interviewed in the documentary, especially Liz Stanley. She gets the final line in the documentary. She was my favorite. You could see all their passion for preserving film for generations to come. This documentary just has 145,000 YouTube views, but it deserves uh, so much more. So if you have not checked it out, and then please do. I implore you. So overall, Lost Forever: The Art of Preservation in Film is a freaking masterpiece, documentary, and I couldn't be happier and more thankful that Reese recommended it.
You've lost forever the art of film preservation. 5 stars out of 5. Best documentary ever.
So yeah, a special thanks once again to Arisa for the special request, and yeah, I'm so glad that he notified me about the existence of this documentary, and I just pray that the uh, the future of film will be preserved as long as humans exist, and is in safe hands. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Lost Forever: The Art of Film Presentation? If you have checked it out on YouTube or still have yet to do so, please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.